here. Tonight my guests are ShadelyTv and Skyloxfox. Hope I pronounced that correctly. I met Shadely. He rated me a few months ago on my stream. And of course, because it's Twitch, I just assumed he was some 10-year-old child. And then I went to his stream like, oh, he's an adult and he's badass and he has some great quality content. And I told him that we had a podcast. We're in season 2 of this podcast, TommyRo Talks. I invited him to be a guest. His friend Skyloxfox was one of his partners, co-creators, friends.
I would say all three, honestly.
All the above. So we brought him on here too. It's the first time since season 1 when I had Sniper Wolf and his buddy on. We had 2 people on the chat at the same time on the podcast. So I tried to use the collab cam, it didn't work. So we're using the Discord way. So welcome, ShadelyTv and Skyloxfox. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Excellent.
Jackson's sicko mode, but hey, he's here.
You're sick?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I might have ran into a little bit of a cold that's floating around the house.
Oh, yeah. It's bad. Yeah, it's going around. At least no one's calling things COVID anymore. I remember 2 years ago, if you sneeze, it's COVID! Mask up, go home, stay home from work, don't get paid. That was a bad time to live, but a great time to be a streamer. Because everybody was watching streamers back then. So, unfortunately, I don't know much about Skyloxfox, so as I ask Shadely questions, I'll just bounce the same things to you, and then you guys can hopefully piggyback off of each other.
That sounds perfect.
So,
Yeah.
ShadelyTv, the first question for you is, how long ago did you start streaming, and why?
Alright, so I have 2 answers for that, actually.
Okay.
Originally, I started back in 2018 through 2019, one of the two. Definitely before COVID. And I streamed all the way up to affiliate. I blasted. I was doing, incredibly good, honestly, at the time. Because this is way before, COVID hit and everybody started streaming, right? And, I ended up doing, pretty well. One time I had, 600 people watching me because I got a really lucky raid and just kind of blew up. Then as things were going good for me, I broke my shoulder.
Ooh.
And I had to quit. I had to quit my job because I wasn't able to work because I was working the pipeline at the time, traveling. So I had to move back home with my parents, and their internet was not stream worthy. You couldn't play games, couldn't watch Netflix, none of it, and couldn't stream. And then COVID hit right at the perfect time, and how it was, no jobs. Everybody was stuck at home, and that was the prime time for everybody to start streaming.
Yep.
And I didn't have internet for it.
Oh man, bugger.
So I retired, I guess you can call it, from streaming for a few years. And then just this January of 2022, we got internet installed to our home, my parents' home, which is where I'm at now. And I started streaming then, full time, not full time, but pretty much part time.
Mm-hmm.
And just every day. So here we are. We're about 11 months in, going on 12 months in. Our first year, our anniversary is coming up.
Oh, congrats! All right, and Skyloxfox, same question.
Mine is not nearly as interesting. I just randomly started streaming one day, and I started and stopped every now and then, mostly because either my computer wasn't good enough or my internet wasn't good enough. It kind of switched back and forth. And then around COVID time, I was like, oh yeah, I probably should attempt to at least be serious about it. And I just kind of kept going from there.
Okay. So, how did you two meet? Were you friends in IRL, as the kids say, prior to stream? Or did you meet on stream or in a game?
I'll let Jackson hit that one, actually.
So, we have a common friend that would be One Orbital Drop. We met up playing PUBG a few years back.
Oh, God.
A few years back.
Yeah.
I mean, how long has it been now?
Probably 6 years, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
We got invited to play a match, and then from there on, we're like, hey, you seem pretty cool. Let's be friends.
Nice. I like it. Trickster, what's up, Trickster? And Official Brigham said he just dropped you a follow. I got to put your links for your YouTube and your Twitch in the chat. Skyloxfox, feel free if you have my chat open, drop your links in there so we can get you guys some more followers and viewers and whatnot. The whole purpose of this podcast is to help would-be streamers or new streamers want to get some ideas and information on background on what we do, and to spread some love for the current streamers that are out there, to bring some like I said, some visuals to you guys and some more followers and get you guys out there. Not during a stream. Okay, fine. So
honestly, yeah, if you're gonna drop a link for me, the best one would definitely be TikTok, because
okay,
that would be, yeah. Which is, I know it's a curveball, right? But your son knows the algorithm, so that's definitely what I take a lot of my time into. I don't really have time for YouTube. I wish I did, but I just don't have the talent some people have for editing, because holy shit, people can grab a video and turn it into the most entertaining video in the world. Not me.
Is your TikTok Shadely as well?
It's ShadelyTv, yeah.
TV? Yeah, I have you followed on there, don't I? Pretty sure I do.
I believe so.
I'm looking at it right now, and then I'm going to put a... Okay, thank God I do.
Call it out.
Whoo!
Busted.
I gotcha. All right. So actually, that's what reminded me of that. Oh my goodness, what is that?
What the fuck?
I hate TikTok for this reason. I'm trying to click on your page and went to something else. And we just cursed on the channel. That's fantastic. Let me put that TikTok in here too so everyone has it.
What about you? Can I ask you the same thing? What made you start streaming? I'm sure your people already know, but I'm honestly kind of curious.
Yeah, so fun story. I only play from the PlayStation. I never had a gaming PC. And I used to, for fun, I had a link to my Facebook. And back then, if you hit the share button on the PlayStation, the option was YouTube or Facebook. I would post fun games to Facebook because my nephews and stuff watching. How'd you, I was playing Batman and whatnot. I would show little video clips of stuff. And then one day, Facebook was gone. This Twitch thing was there. So I called my oldest son, the TikTok hacker, and I was like, "Hey, what's this Twitch thing? I've heard him say Twitch a few times." He's like, "Oh no, Dad, you don't want to go there. That's for serious gamers only." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "They watch him. They watch me play a game. How do they do that?" I didn't understand. I never heard of Dr. Disrespect, never heard of Ninja, never heard of any of those guys in my life. I was 37, 38. So I started an account. I went live with no microphone or no camera. I had a hand-me-down headset for my son, and I was playing Fortnite, which I'm not very good at, and still not very good at. And I had 12 viewers and 12 followers. I'm like, "What is this? This is so cool!" And I knew nothing about it. So I'm writing notes who followed me. I had a little notepad okay, this person followed me, this person. I was writing everything down manually. I had no idea how to go online and follow this stuff out. So then I started researching more and more what's Twitch, what's streaming, what is it? And I found what's his name? That Senpai, Harris Heller. I found a lot of his videos.
Oh yeah.
I found Wild for Games, and then I discovered who Ninja was. I'm like, "Oh, that guy's pretty cool." And I found out what streaming could be. And like you guys, I started it was about a little over 2 years ago, right before COVID hit. And I don't know how I did it. Luckily, I was able to get I got affiliated in my first 30 days of streaming.
Shit.
Yeah, I was averaging I was averaging 10 followers a night. Every time I logged, I was getting 10, 12, 24 followers. It was growing, and I got affiliated in a month. And I was getting regular income from Twitch. Every month it was coming in, so I would reinvest it back at the channel. I bought the PlayStation camera for myself, and then my son wanted to stream, so I got him a camera, and I got a better headset for myself. I got this Astro A40 mix amp. So every time I got a Twitch payout, I reinvested it back into the stream, and it started growing. A great follower. But again, it was during COVID, so I was averaging 45 to 60 people a night. I was paying my moderators to moderate for me. I had to put it in slow motion. I was paying for an editor, some guy in Canada, to make videos on YouTube, and light was good. And then I noticed it was really affecting me in every way, shape, and form. Before I streamed, I would come home. It was just my son and I would come home, make a nice dinner. I'd work out. I'd read a book. We'd have a good time together. And I was healthy. And I noticed when I was streaming, I was constantly eating junk food and doing it as fast as I can. The house was going to a mess. The dishes weren't getting done. So I told everybody I'm going to take a break. I'm done streaming. No more, please. And by the time also, it was good for the income because the job that I had at the time, I was salaried, and everyone who was salaried was given an involuntary salary cut because of COVID. So I couldn't get another job. I was counting on that Twitch income. Then I got promoted, and I stopped streaming. Like, I don't need the money anymore. You know, you guys have been great, but it's the fun and games are over. And I was using TikTok a little bit, and I actually posted a video of myself proposing to my now wife. And no matter what I posted on TikTok, people were commenting, "Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming?" I'm like, come back! I streamed. But I put like strict guidelines. Listen, like 2 hours a night, 4 nights a week, nothing more. And so I came back to streaming. Of course, it was after COVID. I lost a lot of followers. I built my community back up again. But yeah, I started pretty much as a dare from my son, and I loved it. I mean, I do a lot of giveaways. I'm fully sponsored, and there's a few kids that one of my giveaways that live I found like an hour down the road. So I would hand them their packages. We meet. I sign autographs. I met one kid at Knoebels, and my sponsor paid for the trip to Knoebels. I gave him autographed Fortnite Dad merchandise. Back then, my name was Fortnite Dad. I got a Fortnite hat that I signed, autographed that, a T-shirt. I did giveaways all the time, and it was a blast. So I'm bringing it back now, but I'm doing more stuff. I changed my name to get rid of Fortnite Dad because I really don't want to play Fortnite all the time. Every time I play another game, everyone's like, "Why is Fortnite Dad playing Call of Duty? Why is Fortnite Dad playing this?" I'm like, because I want to play other games. So I changed my name. Got rid of it, but I'm still making, it's still good monthly for me. But with the job that I have now, new company, I told myself I'm doing it just for the viewers and not for myself. And it took a big bunch of a burden off of me. There's your long-winded answer. Sorry I asked, aren't you? Now you're sorry you asked.
No. Actually, it really brought a lot of light to it because I had no clue on any of that.
Yeah.
It was a very first time for all of it.
Yeah. Well, I was reading your bio, you're passionate about content creating, and, the last guest we had before you guys was this guy named Kay, and he and I were actually in the same clan together, and now he was Quanya right then. He's on YouTube, and he works for a kid named Ian Rocks. He's got 2 silver play buttons, and Ian has a gold one and 2 silver ones, and his podcast is amazing because the stream is everything, content creating, streaming, everything about that, and, he was pretty much saying that anyone, even the most basic software can really put content because there's something for everyone on there. So I saw your thing that you're passionate about content. Have you tried doing other content for YouTube Shorts and whatnot?
So I do a little bit. I dabble a little bit in YouTube Shorts, a little bit in the Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, stuff like that. Just kind of reposting the TikToks, recycling the content. But I used to do YouTube kind of full time years and years ago because that's all I had. Like I said, I didn't have internet, and if I went to do a 10-minute clip to upload it, it would be it'd take 3 days for it to upload, and I don't know. I always kind of wanted to do it. Kind of being content creation has been a huge part since I was 13. I have videos from 10 years ago.
Wow.
So yeah, we definitely. This is the first time I'm actually taking full effect into committing. So
I think was your full-time job, you're a welder, is it, or some kind of?
Yeah. So I weld full-time.
I do my homework.
Factory.
Okay. That explains the tattoos. You're very badass. No, I'm kidding. No.
No, the tattoos are they just kind of came here, I guess you can call them. I don't know. I'm very about, I guess, looking pretty. That's the best way I can say it.
No, I saw YouTube Shorts. I'm like, man, that's a thirst trap and a half right there.
Yes. So I just, I don't know. I guess I work out, and that's one of my side hobbies.
Yep.
And yeah, so I guess we're gonna do thirst traps. For some reason, if I do my gameplay, people don't. I get 10 likes.
Yep.
But if I do me, it's 50. It's
exactly.
On,
I know.
what the heck?
I told my wife, I said, once I lose the weight that I gained, I'm going to just stream my shirt off all the time. Be like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Just do the no shirt, get a hot tub built. I'm going to build a hot tub in the streaming room and just stream from a hot tub.
That's a good idea. I like it.
Skyloxfox, do you do any content creation or are you strictly live streaming?
I should be making content, except I'm absolutely horrible at gathering content because either I'll start streaming and forget to record, or my recording will break the moment I start the recording.
Oh. So when you go for content, I'll ask you because I tried doing it 2 different ways, and the second way worked better for me. what if I know I'm making like on the like I don't stream on the weekends, and I found what works for me is if I know I want to make a content video, I will not stream. I'll record using the capture card, but I won't stream it. I'll go in there with a mind like this is the kind of content I'm making today, and I try and stay focused on that. Do you try and create content while you're live as well, like kind of kill two birds with one stone, or do you set time aside just for content?
No, I have it set up to start recording whenever I hit go live.
Yep.
And then I've got a drive open right now where I just let it spew out all of the video.
Okay, that's what I do. I mean, when I stream, I have my replay buffer on, and I have an external hard drive that everything gets saved to. But if I surely want to know like content I would make, I try and go in there just on that thing because things get a little crazy if I go live. People join in and get the games going. Now, Shadely, so you definitely seem like you are a variety streamer. Is that correct? Because I've seen you playing the drawing game. I saw you play a little Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2. What would you consider yourself as far as streaming goes?
100% variety streamer.
Yes.
I agree with you 100% on the not playing Fortnite every day because it's just I feel like you can't force yourself to play the same game. And like I have a friend that also he does streaming full time and he plays Escape from Tarkov and he is like so like invested in like all his viewers came from Escape from Tarkov to where like if he doesn't play Tarkov he can't pay his bills, he doesn't have half the viewers and stuff like that. So like I just don't want to be in a situation to where like I'm forced to play the same game every day. So me and Jackson just honestly, if a new game comes out we play it. If it's something on sale we see it's stupid we'll play it. Like anything honestly. It's just here for laughs and content. The skill's not there.
Absolutely, and that's why I don't mind. When I got rid of the whole Fortnite ad name, I took a break and I tried to change everything over to TommyRo or TommyRo Talks because for me, actually, this podcast is doing what's better than my streams. Once I post to the to like the Spotify and the Sirius, that gets more listeners than my podcast on video gets views. That's what I'm trying to do, branch out and do more stuff. How long did it take Shadely? I know Skyloxfox says, and if you are, answer this question too. How long did it take you to get affiliated?
Honestly, that'd probably be a good question for Jackson to answer. Jackson, you know when I got it?
You got it, 4 years ago now?
Yeah, it was like, I got it like 4 years ago when I first started, and I want to say it came pretty quickly, because there was a website where like you could like make a link and you could do like giveaways and stuff like that. And I started off doing like Amazon gift card giveaways to get viewers to come in. And that ended up building a community relatively quick. And that's whenever like Escape from Tarkov was like kind of getting popular. So when you would like kill people, they would come into your stream, drop a follow, hang out. And I think it came in the first, I'd probably say at least 90 days maybe.
Okay, yep. That's awesome. I know some guys, like, there's people I see, they're like, it's been like a year and a half, like, I'm not affiliated. I'm like, ooh. I was in a Facebook community called Small Streamer Support. And I was trying to go there and help support them. Like, hey, if you guys want to be, come on my podcast, we do a self-promotion night, go on my channel, it's okay. You don't have to follow me. And a lot of them are like, I've been doing this for 2 years. It turns out I left because there was just a bunch of people complaining. I've been doing it for 2 years. Please be affiliated. And eventually I asked them, I said, why do you want to be affiliated? And they're like, oh. They didn't have no idea why. And then one person was like, I'm grinding for a partner. I said, why do you want to be a partner? Right now it's the same as affiliated, right? It's 50-50. So why do you want to be a partner? And the one kid was like complaining about like, I get one viewer. I said, listen, if you can't find family and friends, 3 people to watch your stream for an hour. And I got kicked out mostly because I wasn't supporting them. I wasn't trying to give them a hard time. I was trying to help them. Like, I was trying to understand where their mindset was. Yeah. I was like,
a lot of people, I don't think they understand that, like people rush to be affiliate because they want to, like, start getting an income from it. But, like, a lot of people don't realize when you select that contract saying that you will be affiliate, right there stops all your mixed broadcasts. You can't stream on YouTube, can't stream on at the time Mixer, and all over the place. You are exclusive to Twitch. And honestly, I didn't gain the knowledge on any of that until way after I was affiliated.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, now it's a little bit better because they set it up to where you're allowed to stream on non-competitive, competitive
Yep.
websites, so like TikTok and stuff like that. But like a lot of people, I don't know why they're in such a hurry.
Yeah.
Because in the end of the day, I think anybody's just more happy to have people watch them than to gain a sub.
Exactly, and that's where I go with that too. Where I see people that were, and I read that thing too when it first came out, that they owned you at least for the 24 hours. I couldn't post like the clips onto YouTube or TikTok until 24 hours later, and they got rid of their exclusivity, which was great. And I know why they did it. It was a good business move, and actually, Senpai Alpha Gaming, Harris Heller did a good thing on it too. I listened to that. It made a lot of sense, but yeah, the other thing is I almost want to say like shame on the bigger streamers like the Ninjas and the Tifus and those guys, because kids think that if they act that way and play like that, they'll be as big as those guys. And that's why I'm going to say that's why Fortnite in general, especially, has gotten so toxic, because everyone's trying to be the next Ninja instead of the first TommyRo or ShadelyTV or Skyloxfox.
Now, Jackson had one heck of a time getting affiliated. Like, see, like I know I said that like I don't see why people are in a rush, but we pushed so dang hard for him to get his, because like Twitch just, I don't know if they were like saving any of his stats or what, but this man had to fight for his affiliate.
It's tough, and everyone's tough. Yeah, go ahead.
I had like everything needed for affiliate. I had it multiple times, I should say. I would hit the requirements, keep streaming, and then wouldn't get an email from Twitch or anything, and then somebody would leave stream and viewer count goes back down. So I'm no longer within affiliate status. And that would happen multiple times in a row, even after like it should be checked and everything. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's great. Thanks, Twitch.
Oof. Yeah, Twitch. And I told this one kid I was trying to get affiliated. He was like, any idea? And he suggested, like, yeah, I'm watching your stream. You go live like 6 times a day for an hour each. I said, slim it down. Because if that first time you had 4 viewers and then every time I thought you had 1, you're low in your average. He's like, what? I'm like, okay, what grade are you in? Have you learned about averages yet? So that 1 brings your average way down. I remember what happened to me. On my 28th day, I was averaging like 2.3 viewers. I'm like, come on! And my 30th day, I messaged all my family and friends. I'm like, everyone right now. And my sister and my brother-in-law, my nephews and nieces in Jersey, like, got on their phones and tablets. My mom and dad did on their Amazon Prime. And I had 85 viewers my 30th night, and my average went to 3.1. I'm like, oh, just enough, yay! If I was smart, I'd have stopped there too and kept it to get a partner, but I didn't. But I think, like you were saying, a lot of kids don't understand. The other thing they don't get is it's a business. I covered this with Moab in my season 1, where when I was managing the store, I said, if anyone came into my job and like, listen, I want a job, and their application just said they had a Twitch account, I'd hire them, because it's like running your own business, right? Look at your stats, who's your viewers, what their age group is, what channels they came from, just like when you watch a competitor. You have to look at your money, how much you want to spend, what's your budget. Like, it's like running your business. And the kids that get on there and think because they're good gamers, they're going to be automatically amazing streamers. I got to tell them, I said, not necessarily just because you're a good gamer doesn't necessarily make you a good streamer. You have to have that it factor, that good personality. You have to engage with your audience and things like that. Do you find that is correct, or what's your experience with that?
I agree, absolutely, like 100%, because like it's the way I would put it is how you say, like, treat it as a business, because like you're only going to get in return of what you put in. So like if you put the bare minimal, you're obviously going to get the bare minimal back. And it's like investing your time, investing your effort, your sleep, editing, like, because 9 times out of 10, if you want more out of it, you're going to have to sit there and push how many hours, because let alone you, like how you said that you need to do, like, you're editing for this podcast here, you also stream, you know that has to intertwine with your family, your wife and your home and job, and you're pretty much running 2 jobs at this point. And that's probably the best way I would treat it, is like you said, it's like running a business, because like people ask you, hey, do you want to do plans? And you're like, oh, well, I got to go home and edit something, or I got to like go home and stream, and like right now it's 6 o'clock, and No, 100%. I would say a business because you're pretty much building a community.
So the next question for you then, Shadely, is obviously you were talking about, early before you officially started the podcast. Your quality, your camera, your mic quality is absolutely amazing. Did you have that from go and then Skyloxfox? Or did you build up into it or invest in it? How'd you get to where you're at with that stuff?
So you're gonna learn pretty quickly that Jackson is pretty much my computer dad.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he helped me find the camera that I wanted. He's helped me with all my gear, my computer. This microphone is recommended by him. My mixer's been recommended by him. He's pretty much babied me into it. Like, obviously, like, I made the decision to call, but he's done all the research, did all the stuff. If I have any tech issues, it's him. So he's helped me fine-tune my mic. He's helped me fine-tune my lights, all of it. If I have a question, he's pretty good at helping my quality for sure.
Nice. This was you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say anything tech related, I just find extremely fun, and most tech I have not fully researched, but researched quite a bit. Jeez,
I like that.
losing my voice there.
And that's the thing, I struggle with that too. Like, I must have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 cameras. I would just buy them until I found one I liked. And the one I want to use is over here in my bag. It's also a Canon, but I haven't set up yet because before my wife and I bought this house, or got this house, I should say, she's like, yeah, honey, if you want a streaming room, go for it. Anything you want. I'm like, oh my God. So when I started shooting, I was buying stuff because I was still renting back then. I was buying stuff. So I told myself when I have a streaming room, I already have everything I want. Like I have boxes of LED lights and the cloud things. What are the little cloud lights with LEDs inside of them? I got rigging for corners, for lights. I got the umbrellas. I've got 2 different good cameras all ready to go and rigged up, but I don't have a streaming room yet in my house. I have a little den. I'm in this little corner of a den. So I'm using my little Yukon camera over there and my little Astro and my little Snowball here. So I have everything ready to go. I just haven't set it up yet. And I think once I get a room and I can put my sound panel, I've got 6 boxes of sound panels. I've got over 100 sound panels. Once I get those put up, I think the quality will be a little bit better. Some better lighting too on everyone says my face looks red all the time. But yeah, your quality is amazing. I had no idea you were streaming for that long because we just recently discovered each other. And I don't even know, how did you even find me on, because you rated me first. How did you even find me?
So sometimes I'll raid people that's in the same game category. Sometimes I won't. Genuinely, we always just kind of, you have your filter. It goes from lowest to highest on viewers, and you always do it, scroll through, and I go for quality. You go right in. I like to go into streams that the person's talking. That's not boring. They're treating it well. The quality's good, being interactive, and I'm pretty sure I clicked on yours first. I had everybody that day, and just you were talking to everybody. There wasn't a dull moment. Wasn't a silence. It was just a good vibe. Usually, I like to look for people that that care about their quality and care about what they're doing and having a good time. And you were definitely having a good time.
I do have a great time. So Skyloxfox, what you said you got into it now? Do you have another full-time job as well, Skyloxfox, or do you stream strictly?
I am a homebody. I'm actually the type who doesn't like. Sorry.
Huh?
I'm the type who doesn't like going outside too often.
Okay.
Not because of oh my God, why would I go outside? Touching grass couldn't be me. Not because of reasons like that.
Okay.
I'm more scared of being outside because oh boy, there's people out there. So I kind of just end up streaming or researching stuff for stream all day.
I dig it. So, Shadely, your profile says you didn't have very many friends growing up. Is that true?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I've always just been very to myself. I'm kind of in the sticks, the country. So everybody out here is kind of yeehaw, country, hunting, fishing. Yeah. And I was just I want to go home and play video games.
Yep.
Didn't play sports. I wanted to go home and play video games. I had a few friends here and there, but I've always kept my circle very small. I wasn't the super popular kid. I was the one that was like, hey, you play games? Let's play some games together.
So
It just,
I was always raised just to be at home. Like my whole family's like home buddies. So like my safe spot. I to this day, even as a kid, I didn't really stay the night at people's houses growing up. Didn't really leave the house a whole lot. I'm the same way, and that's on agoraphobia.
I'm aware of that. And I like that when you said how Twitch is like, because I found the same thing. Like, Twitch has been good to me. And unfortunately, I did everything backwards. Like, I started on Twitch first, got a huge following, got my 1,000 followers, got the creator code. And then all the kids were like, you got to go on TikTok. You got to go here. I'm like, on what? I'm like, I don't sing, I don't dance. I can't go on TikTok. Then I discovered TikTok. Then I discovered Twitter was. And then I was like, oh, I totally went backwards. I actually went the other ones first and then built the Twitch channel. But it's funny because everyone's like, you should do YouTube full time or TikTok full time. Like TikTok now has that gaming creator program they want everyone to be in. I hate it. I think it's baloney. I've argued about it. I'm actually making a video about it pretty soon because you join, like, I make sure you post and use the hashtag gaming creator, but they don't give you the TikTok studio. They don't give you a stream key. You have to sit there with your phone aimed at your TV like a basic bitch. I hate it. I've got 3,000 followers on TikTok and I get like 2 viewers. I've got 1,000 on Twitch, and except for tonight because I don't officially start till 7, but usually I get like 8 to 10 lately these days. I used to have more back in the day, but I let myself go. But and same thing with YouTube. I actually started on YouTube when PlayStation had YouTube on. I was always posting to YouTube, and nothing happened. And I struggled to get over like 100 subscribers on YouTube. I like Twitch. It's been very good to me.
So do you have your community rounded around a good time then? Like they're all set for a certain time pretty much. Like they're on a schedule, you know, when you usually stream.
Yeah, I put the schedule up on the page. It says, Monday through Thursday with the occasional bonus stream, and I made the little channel trailer as well. Not they don't all look at it because every day, there's someone on my Discord. Are you streaming? When are you streaming? Like, it's on the schedule. Be on in 2 hours. Because if I say 7, like what? Because actually most of my followers are from the UK, so I don't say 5 or 7 p.m. I'm like, yeah, I'll be on in 2 hours. So whatever time it is now, at 2 hours, that's when I'll be live. Oh, cool. Slan, man. Yeah, I have more people outside the U.S. watch my Twitch than people inside the U.S. I've got like 3 kids from Ireland, 2 from Scotland, like 7 from the UK. There's a German kid that pops in every now and then. There's 2 kids from like Saudi Arabia, and like 2 Americans, 2 or 3 Americans.
that's neat.
Yeah. Where does your audience come from a lot?
That's a good question. A lot of my people that I know in real life, coworkers, usually watch me. So there's mainly people from Ohio. Definitely the U.S. is all my viewers. I have a few that are from overseas, but that was when I used to stream in the morning because I used to work third shift, which is a night shift. So I used to stream at 10 in the morning. So it was like perfect timing for all of them. So at first that was a lot, where a lot of my people came from. But now that I stream like 6 o'clock, 6 to 10 every day, it's usually just America now.
Not bad. Skyloxfox, what about you?
Most of my viewer base is from America as well, but I have a few from Japan whenever I play fighting games.
What kind of fighting games do you play? Like Multiverses or Mortal Kombat?
Stuff like Tekken, Dragon Ball Fighters, Blaze Blue, Under Night In-Birth. It's I think that's it right now. Yeah.
Tekken. I have the original Tekken 3D on Sega Genesis 32X.
Hey.
When they were still all pixelated and block people, I have that Tekken. It was a blast. And I have the old what was the other one that was good? Street Fighter, of course, on Genesis and Nintendo, and all. Yeah, those. I like the fighting games. I actually just got Dragon Balls, or not Dragon Ball Z. Oh my god! I just made a TikTok about it. Everyone gave me shit for it. The one that has like Goku and Naruto. They're all in it. Oh my gosh!
Oh, Jump Force.
Jump Force.
Jump
Yeah.
Force, yeah.
What a shitty game.
Yeah, it's
Overhyped.
The intro was gorgeous, but the game is terrible. But I have it, so I'm gonna play it because I don't care. But I like the old Budokai Tenkaichis. Those are the best. The original Dragon Ball Z, like Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi games. They were great. All right, Shadely. So with your real job, how do you balance your real life and your streaming life? Because I know with the welding, that's got to be a demanding job. Because not there, trades is demanding, and there's not many people in trades jobs these days.
Like honestly, I have myself on a pretty tight schedule. It's the same thing every single day. I I have it to the T. I don't know if it's like I'm OCD or what, but like I wake up at 6:20 every day. I go to work. I work from like 7 to 3, and I go to the gym between 3 to 5. I get home and I have like time to shower, eat, hang out from like 5 to 6, and I just stream 6 to 10. And then I do all my editing from 10 to 12. So I usually get about 6 hours of sleep every night. I usually catch up on the weekends. The weekdays is the most hectic for me. But the weekends is usually where I balance out. Like same thing with you. It's kind of a random stream, a bonus stream on the weekends here and there. But I try to keep it, treating it like a job, Monday to Friday.
Yep. Skyloxfox, same question.
Well, in my case, since I don't actually work or anything, I usually just, I usually end up breaking my sleep schedule, a lot. What else? Other than that, I just clean. I'll clean up the whole house and then be like, all right, time to stream.
I like it. Yeah, schedules are important. It's hard for me because my wife and I together, between the two of us, we have 6 kids. So like, there's some weekends I would just work on like content and doing this and doing that, but I have the kids, like my younger kids come over, or like for instance the Fortnite, the big events coming for Fortnite, right? The new chapters coming out. My youngest son has a dance recital, so I'm going to be able to stream it or play it, and I don't resent him because I love my son, but it's like of all the nights to have it, you're gonna have it on that night. I tried telling the school to change it. They're like, "What? What's Fortnite? Who are you?" I'm like, "Come on!" They didn't listen to me very well. So Ohio, my gosh, I have an uncle out there in Athens, Ohio. I like Ohio. Your zoo is amazing. I used to go to the Ohio Zoo for the Christmas light special. And they put on a big dig in Christmas lights. We're almost out of time here, aren't we? I guess so, because you're gonna start streaming pretty soon. What's the last question I have for you? So, what advice do you have for anyone who wants to start streaming? Shadely first.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record because every single streamer says this, but consistency, hands down. Because like, you could have 100 people watching you one day and watching you day 2, day 3, but the second you stop and like you just kind of like disappear, they just kind of go. So like, you just gotta build consistency. Like, let people know, hey, this is what I'm streaming. Because like how you said, your people don't know you're streaming until 7, 8 o'clock. You know.
What is actually? That's a question for you. What is your goal with your stream? Do you want to like stream full time? Is that like the end game, the big goal for you? Just like doing it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a huge dream for sure.
Skylox. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'd say like the biggest goal is just like streaming full time because like just I don't know, like how the thing correlating with like not having a whole lot of friends because like I'm not gonna serious say I didn't have no friends, but I just want to like build a community to where like people just have friends. Everybody's like comfortable, hang out. Like just my biggest thing would just be cool as hell to have a community.
I agree. Skyloxfox, what's your end game with streaming? What's your goal?
Oh, my end game with streaming?
Yeah.
To have to have a VTuber model and have a whole bunch of people that I could just keep talking to in chat.
I like it. Actually, I do have a question for you on Shadely, because with your content, when you go for content clips, do you try and clip like ShadelyTv, like the essence of your stream, or do you try and clip like the game itself if you have a good kill in like Warzone or something like that?
A little bit of both, honestly. Like I said, a lot of my likes and views come from like myself, like me and Jackson just kind of doing stupid stuff, hanging out, having a good time. But I just kind of do a little bit of mix of both. A lot of the times just me and Jackson talking during our clips. Like I could have like, I just posted one the other day towards like I got a helicopter quick as heck with no issue at all, and we're just sitting there talking about tattoos or hanging out or just life, and usually it's kind of a mix of both, you know, because I feel like it's a little bit different. Because like you said, it's either like content of the game or content of the person. So I just kind of
mix it together.
Nope, I agree. It's amazing how sometimes you find out that after the fact. Like when I played Fortnite, that got the most views. I switched games, I lost my viewers, so I sold that. I played a lot of Fortnite, but there was times like before I would play the game, people ask me questions about streaming and stuff, and I would just put in just chatting mode, and my viewers went through the roof just talking to them about things like that. I'm like, you know what? And that's why I started the podcast, to help people answer their questions, and I started doing more like how-to YouTube videos, and those get more views than anything else. But I wanted to ask you about with your editing, your content. Do you or have you ever heard of those artificial intelligence like editing content creation programs?
No, actually, I don't even know what you're talking about.
So there's one that I used to use. It's not there anymore. It was called Athena. And basically, you link this. You go on this website. You link it. You log in to that site with your Twitch, and you tell what games you play, like Call of Duty, Multiverses, whatever, and it pulls from your VODs and makes clips for you. Athena went away, and now there's a new one called Eclipse, EKLIPSE, Eclipse.gg. Same thing, a little bit better because it'll watch your games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Warzone. Now it just upgraded to Warzone 2.0. And as you do kills or something funny, it catches that and will actually the next day say, hey, you got 24 clips from last night's stream. You go in there, and it'll say, convert to TikTok Reels, convert to Instagram Reels. It'll put your face cam like on the top, on the bottom, in the middle. It'll blur the background for you. It does everything for you, and all you have to do is download it and repost it, and you're set. So, food for thought. I'm not saying you have. I don't work for them. I don't get endorsed by them. But
That's
for me,
kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, on the days that I want to just like pump out those 3 videos a day, I'll go to Eclipse like, oh, just give me something 3 shit to throw up there and keep it going, keep the algorithm going. And then I'll convert it to a TikTok. I'll download it from TikTok and put it on YouTube Short, whatever. You know, if there's content like the one I just did, the toxic versus non-toxic, I've actually planned and recorded it. But yeah, look into Eclipse. It might, I don't know if it's what you're looking for, but check out Eclipse.gg. It might be worthwhile looking into.
You might actually just save Jackson because he was discussing earlier, he was always having issues with recording content. So right there, like that's huge. If it's gonna like just pull right from the VOD, because that's compared to 100 gig VOD to just downloading. Yeah, wow. Yeah,
as long as your VODs are turned on, it'll pull, and that's where because I used to, again, with Athena, I used to try and post it, and Athena would say, "Hey, don't forget it has been 24 hours. You can't post this." You're like, "Oh shit!" And then once Twitch got rid of that, you can just post it right away. But it'll convert it to TikTok and Instagram Reels. You can add music if you want, but I don't because I'm gonna use the TikTok music and avoid the copyright crap. But yeah, I think Eclipse is better because it'll just say like funny mode. Like if it sees me laughing, I guess if it catches like my face recognition of laughing, I don't know how it does it. But sometimes I'll just catch stuff, and then every week it'll do a weekly showcase. It'll turn like a 2 or 3 minute long video of your highlights for the whole entire week, and that's like a YouTube long format video. So it's something I use just to hammer out content to get that daily crap going for their stupid algorithms. But yeah, if you want to check it out, it might be worth it for you.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. ShadelyTv, thank you guys so much. I'm sorry for the 10 minute videos we had in the beginning. I do apologize for that, but this was great. You guys are awesome. And we'll do another follow. I like to do follow podcasts, a couple months later. Like, hey, where are they now? What are you guys up to? And
I agree. Honestly, I really appreciate you bringing us in today. And I like how there was no hesitation when I asked if I could bring Jackson, because like I'd say he's partner in crime.
Yeah.
I am definitely thankful you invited us, because this is the first time. I've always wanted to do a podcast. I've joked around with Jackson about it, and this is a really, really good time.
Thank you all so much for being here. Shadely, ShadelyTv, it's an honor. Take care, guys.
Have a delightful night.
Thank you for having us.